Hi there. So, I wait a little while folks come online. Although talking to myself yesterday on Monday was quite relaxing. It was interesting, but it was also relaxing. Um, but in the spirit of my being transparent, I um, I thought I'd talk about some other stuff that that I'm experiencing. So, my mother used to say to me, and she still does when she remembers, to be thankful in all things. Sometimes that's very difficult. It's very difficult for us to do, especially now, in light of the this pandemic. But to be thankful in all things is really, it's not subjective. You're supposed to be thankful across the board. But we're human. So, as human beings, I like this lotion. By the way, I digress. I like this thing that I put on my face today. But as humans, sometimes, you you shake your fist at the world and you think, why me? And we complain. We complain about all kinds of things. And I've been guilty of that. I complain. I do complain. But what the past 2 years of keeping myself safe has told me, well, it's been a year and a couple months now, right? A year and 9 months. What it has taught me is that I'm really not alone at all. It feels that way, but I'm not. And so, a couple of things I wanted to share today. One of the things is, why am I not alone? Well, some of this is difficult to say, eh? And it's difficult to say because by saying this, I really expose myself and I really expose my life. I'm leaving it all open. But after Monday's video, I got a couple of direct messages, and what those direct messages said to me was that a lot of people are actually, and I saw some messages also too on the video, and what it told me is that a number of people are experiencing some of what I'm experiencing, and some are experiencing a lot worse than what I'm experiencing. If we were to measure our experiences. So, so what has started happening to me, what has started happening to me is that I have been having seizures. And this is the part where I say I'm really exposing myself here. I'm not saying this for anyone to feel sorry for me. I'm saying it because it's part of my experience right now that I'm going through. And so about a year ago, I got this dog. I know you all know of him as Phoenix. And I got Phoenix because I'm the queen of backup plans and backups to backups. And I figured that I would get this dog, and people were running out of money, people were losing jobs, etc. And I was concerned that pretty soon, people would break in, or not break in, but not break in, but at least they would be more inclined for criminal activity. That's a nice diplomatic way of putting it, right? Anyway, so I got Phoenix, and so this wonderful guy, the trainer, he started to train Phoenix as a protection animal. Then the bottom of my life fell out when my friend passed away. She passed away about maybe a month and a half ago. And when she died, I reacted like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was horrible. It was horrible. I was hysterical. Sorry. And what came along with that were the seizures. I'd had seizures many, many, many years ago, but I hadn't had any in the past, I don't know how long time. But it was like, almost like the stress of her passing kind of jump shipped, I guess, my body, is there such a word? My body into having these seizures coming back. And what I realized was happening was that Phoenix has started to alert to these seizures. He's not trained to do so. He just, I don't know, I think because he's so, I call him my Velcro dog, because he's so close to me, and he, as much as I want to keep him safe and happy and loved, etc. And I mean, a lot of people will be like, but he's just a dog. But he's my family right now in the house, and he wants to keep me safe as well. So when I started to have the seizures, I noticed that he would come and he would do weird things, like he would, and I started to correlate my seizures, or the onset of my seizures, with his actions. So he would come and he would put he has this thing, it's so relaxing, where he'd put his head on my stomach and just look at me. Or he'll put his head on my lap. If I'm standing up, he'll take his paw and he almost scratches at me, you know. And then when I made the correlation between the seizures and his actions, now I was like, okay, this is something that I need to pay attention to. And then I was in a meeting once, and I had a seizure on camera, and Phoenix jumped up onto my chest, and basically I kind of leaned against him. Only one person who was in the meeting realized what was happening, but what it did was, it galvanized me at that moment to, you know what, you need to take some action about this. So I went to my my GP, and she said, let's do the CT scan. More drama, right? So I went and did the CT scan, because I was like, I just need to put it to bed once and for all that I do in fact have a brain. And I was going to get proof of the CT scan. Yes, Stephen, I know you're laughing. But I was going to get proof of the CT scan that I in fact did have a brain. So we did that. Turns out that I'm allergic to the contrast dye, so that was dramatic. Anyway, so yeah, they identified that I have a brain, but they didn't see there were no tumors, etc. So now I'm supposed to go see a neurologist. But in the meantime, I continue to have seizures. But what I'm saying is, when I started this, I was saying, you know, I wanted to talk about thankfulness, and I wanted to explain what I'm thankful for. So that roundabout way, with all the seizures and everything, in full transparency, is my saying, I'm thankful for Phoenix in my life. I'm thankful, I mean, you know, those of us who love our pets will say, you know, there's no such small thing as saying I'm thankful for my pet, or I'm thankful for my pet loving me. But I'm really thankful for having him in my life, because not only is he a loving, caring animal, but he's also helping me now by letting me know, Judy, you're going to have a seizure. Other things that I'm thankful for. The reason that I'm doing this actually is because I feel sometimes I get stuck in almost like a cycle of complaining. I get stuck because I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling well. Oh my God, I had 2 seizures yesterday. And oh my goodness, I mean, I get stressed out because my mom may not be feeling well and she's all the way in Canada and I can't get to her. And then I think you're complaining about that, and there are people who don't have mothers, so you should be thankful that your mother is still around. And it's just a cycle that I get into. So I thought, you know what, girl, sit down and think about what you're thankful for. So I said, you know what, I know, Hilly. So, I said, you know what, let me think about what it is that I'm thankful for. So, here goes. I'm going to try to make this as JudiO as I can. So, there are delivery services that I know use because I can't go into supermarkets. I just don't, not that I can't, but I don't want to take the risk because ish happens in supermarkets. So I have these delivery services. So I get these delivery services. Some are good, some are horrible, and some are just a joy. And delivery services cover a number of things. I get my fruits and vegetables delivered, I get my meat delivered, I get my groceries delivered, I get my pet supplies delivered. The wonderful man from from WebSource brings my Amazon packages to me. I'm grateful and I'm thankful for that service that they offer to me, because without it, I would not be able to survive and thrive. There is one company in particular that I really have to talk about, and it is I'm going to say their name, okay? Not that nobody else isn't great, right? But this particular company goes above and beyond what I could ever possibly hope for, and I don't think I tell them thanks enough. So they supply me with my fruits and my vegetables and Phoenix's stuff. So Phoenix likes, Phoenix eats pumpkin. Yes, this dog eats very well, eh? So he gets pumpkin, and sometimes they send little things. They have a little bag and they'll put a little note on the bag, to Judy and Phoenix. And they're called market movers, and I don't have words to express how okay. They don't know me personally, but it's the small things that they do for me when I least expect it. Like calling me to tell me such and such a thing that they know that I like is in season. Would you like us to send some for you? Or sending me something to try because they know that I'm not from here. Or just caring enough to write Phoenix's name on a bag when they send it. So I really am thankful for people like that in my life. Oh boy, I didn't think I was going to cry. Wow. Okay. I put my tough girl hat back on. So, people like that in my life. I have people that provide me with my meats. My pharmacy brings things over because everybody is zero contact, eh? There is people that I used to give my customers gifts last year. All of these people are in the service industry, and they have even though I do pay for services, without exception, all of them that I, well, no, not all of them, because some of the supermarkets really kind of rough, eh? But the ones that I've mentioned, which I would call, I was saying was like the smaller companies, they understand the importance of loving your customer. So that basically is what I'm thankful for. And it's not a perfect world. I'm far from a perfect being. But I really think I want to make an effort, not to wallow, but to be thankful for, some of the things in my life that that I'm experiencing. I'm thankful for the grace that so many people have given to me when I didn't even give myself the same grace. I really am. And I'm thankful that you actually sat through this whole thing and listened to me, because sometimes it's hard for me to talk these things out, because I hesitated to come back, but two direct messages in particular, and a phone call yesterday made me reconsider, because this is difficult to talk about some of it, and I didn't want to feel as if me telling people I have seizures, all of a sudden everybody go feel sorry for me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry you're going through that, Judy. And then you're going to get the whole pity party. And I know people that know me well enough. I just did a thing like my mother, right? Just right away. You know that I'm not into the pity party thing. Having successfully battled cancer twice, I can tell you that I don't do pity very well. I really don't. So that was my conversation for today. It was about thankfulness. And again, it's not a perfect world, really and truly. But I think maybe sometimes, instead of, I can only speak for myself, right? I'm really going to make an effort instead of bitching and complaining so much sometimes, because that's really what I feel I do sometimes. Is to think about really what I'm thankful for and focus on that, because I'm here by myself and it is a horrible existence. But then I thought to myself, Judy, what are you thankful for? I'm thankful that I have my pets here. I'm thankful for the trainer. I'm thankful for, when my daughter and my son-in-law come to visit me. I'm thankful for Farida. I'm thankful for the trainer. Did I say the trainer already? I'm thankful for the trainer. I'm thankful for these delivery services that, keep my household running, and they don't understand the impact of what they're doing. So I'm really going to make an effort next time that I'm just wallowing and I'm thinking, I'm sort of, shaking my fist at the world, to think about what I'm thankful for and focus on that, rather than all the bad-ish that's happening, just to focus on the good stuff. You don't have to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. So I leave you now in positive energy, and I'm going to try my best. I'm thankful for you. I'm very, very, very thankful for you. Okay? Stay safe and be well. Bye.